What happens when you blend the world of fashion and streetwear with car culture? That is something I've been trying to answer for a few years, and I think I found out. And that is exactly the secret I'm gonna share with you guys today. So the purpose of this video is to show you guys the behind the scenes of what it is really like to run a car culture streetwear clothing brand. Do I really know what I'm doing? I'd like to think so, but you're basically gonna learn along with me. I've been running this business since 2019, and today we are picking up the samples for my newest drop, the X-Ray drop, coming to apparelbyenemy.com. I want to give you guys kind of a story of what it's like to design a drop, to source the clothing, to try on the samples, to shoot the pictures, getting ready for that release. But there's lots of ups and downs that come with this kind of business. And at the end of the day, it's all about wanting to make something really cool, sharing that passion for cars, putting it in clothing form and getting to share that with you guys. And if this is something you want to do yourself, maybe start your own car culture clothing brand or a streetwear brand in general, this should help you. Also, mandatory look at the M5 E60, couple updates for you guys. Next week, the winter tires are going on this car. We're gonna drive it all winter long in the Toronto Canadian winter, which is always interesting considering it's a rear wheel drive car. But otherwise, she's looking good. The wrap's held up really, really well. If you guys haven't seen my old video, I wrapped the car black, green, iridescent a couple months ago. And so far, so good. There is one issue right now, which we will deal with in the spring. This is starting to, as you can, I'm sure, see, starting to come up a little bit there. Gonna have to deal with that. But that is not the worry today. The worry today is taking a cool car, going to pick up some cool car clothes, and showing you guys what that's all about. Parked. I gotta pick up the samples. This is gonna be the biggest drop we've ever done on Enemy, so I'm gonna walk you through every single piece, kind of the idea behind it. But let's get those clothes. See you in a sec. Oh my God, they look sick, guys. They look insane. We're gonna head home, unpack all of these. There's like 6 samples in here for each design. I'm happy. I'm very happy. See you at home. It's a brand new M4 competition. It's a little more expensive than what we have. What's the horsepower on that thing? I don't know if you guys can see him back there. You don't want it though, you don't want the V10. He'd absolutely smoke me. But we're gonna pretend he can't. Hi. Say hello. Say hello to everybody. Here you go. Just had a little leg surgery not too long ago, but he's doing good. The hair's growing back. Hey? Yeah. The most exciting part about getting or starting a streetwear brand and getting a drop in is obviously trying on the samples. So I'm gonna do that for you right now. My very first look at the new X-Ray drop for Enemy. Fingers crossed. So the very first piece coming out with the Enemy X-Ray drop is going to be the Porsche X-Ray hoodie. Back print. If you can't tell why we're calling it X-Ray, it's because every car that's in this drop is kind of like this cutout look where you can see the engine, you can see the interior. Here's the back. Everything designed by yours truly for this drop, which is cool. Super clean in the front. It's almost like a skate style hoodie. These blanks are so nice too, really high quality. We always invest in the highest quality out there. Oh yeah. This one's feeling good. Kind of matches the car too, actually. But there you go. Quick front look. Goes well with these pants, I think, too. We got red Nikes on. Back look. I'm happy with this one. This is probably my favorite design of the drop, I'd say, is this Porsche. The bright yellow, I think, is so sick. So, hoodie number 1. Alongside that hoodie, we're also releasing the exact same design in a burgundy tee a navy tee and a white tee. This is the biggest Enemy drop I've ever done. I wanted to get burgundy for myself. This one kind of matches the inside of the car since we have Indianapolis red. But this one looks sick as well, guys. I'm so happy with this. What are we thinking? For me, I'm a very classic guy. I always like front simple chest and then big bolder back print. Something like this. Looks very cool. That's shirt 2. Shirt number 3 is our rally inspired X-ray tee. So we've got the old Skoda rally car on the back. Very cool. I love the colors on this one. I wanted to play around with like the green and the red a bit. So even here, I changed the colors of the logo a little bit. Obviously the X-ray, big and bold on the back. And then this one's got that established 2019 globe right there. It's how long Enemy's been around, so why not? But that's tee number 2. Lots of green in this drop, which is kind of cool. So, design number 2. Again, guys, something I like to do for every one of my drops is a few designs and then release them on multiple pieces of clothing. That way people can pick and choose what they like. So everything you're seeing is going on tees and hoodies, all in a variety of colors. All the tees are available in white because that's just kind of a classic look. And then each tee has some different colors that match each design nicely. So this one, bit of a different design. We have our OG logo, Enemy, right there. Sport gray hoodie, trying to pick some nice colors for fall. Another tip for your clothing brand, your car clothing brand. If you're doing different drops for each season, pick colors that work well for that season. So fall, darker colors, burgundy, navy, black is always good. I like gray as well. And this one is the Honda NSX triple stack X-ray. It's basically undresses the car more and more every time you look down. So up top, fully solid. I know we got 2 more right down below. We got the Enemy logo down there somewhere too. These feel so nice. These are really, really good. If you look inside as well, try and turn this outside. Really soft, warm fleece, I think you call that. Inside, super perfect for fall, winter. That's why I'm releasing a lot of hoodies this drop. It's fall, winter, so I want to give you guys and myself something warmer to wear. But this one, again, I think pops really nicely. I like the white on the gray, kind of like what Nike does with theirs. They release a lot of gray hoodies with the white Nike logo. Could have gone black. I thought white fit better. Sneak peek, guys. Nobody has seen these designs yet, so I'm very happy to get to show you guys this. One more design. 2 more, but I got a little caveat on the last one. For the very last piece, bit of a different style from the rest, and we're going black tee for this one. Really like the font that we went with on the front here. I'll get you to focus there. Boom. Enemy Automotive center chest logo. And then on the back, we got a really clean, again, that cutout kind of look. Bright orange Lambo. Really, really nice. Really pops. Let me get closer for you. I think really pops well on the black shirt. This one's also coming out in white, which I think will look cool, and then this would be in black. But a really cool kind of fall look. Works well with the fit we got going right now, actually. That's the designs, guys. I have one more design, but I actually didn't get myself any samples. My business partner got some of the samples, so they're gonna be on the Instagram. You can check it out at Apparel By Enemy. And this is the new drop, guys. This is all coming December 11th, I think. Early December is gonna drop. For myself, I like to gauge what the clothes react like once they're washed. It's always just a good test to see how the design holds up. So I'm gonna run them through the wash, check it with them later tonight, and just make sure shrinking is minimal, the designs hold up. Always wash all your clothes cold. You don't wanna wash them warm. It's gonna ruin the clothes quicker, disintegrates the design faster. I always go cold. I'm also gonna dry them once to see what things look like. Then we go from there. Blending that world of car culture and streetwear and turning it into a fashion line, I really wanted to start following a process to creating each of these drops. And that process kind of looks like this for me. So you can follow this too if you're interested in starting a car culture or any kind of clothing streetwear brand really. This is the process I kind of go through for each and every drop. It works pretty well for me. Again, I'm still learning as we go, so it changes with time. But basically, the number one thing I've learned is when I start a drop, I always have to decide on a theme. So I like dropping and releasing clothes that all follow a common theme and not just random clothes left and right. So obviously, for this one, we went with the X-ray theme. Every car, everything you see is that cutout look where you can actually see into the car. And so we're calling it the Enemy X-ray drop. So everything flows well, all the creative, all the images is gonna look nice on the website because it all follows that one theme. So step one for me is always pick a theme. Step two, and I kind of mentioned this earlier, is pick which pieces you're gonna print on, and you can do this based on which of the seasons you're currently in. So if you're planning a drop for fall winter, like this one, I always go for tees no matter what, because tees are really good sellers. And then it's colder weather out, especially here in Toronto, Canada, so I go for something thicker like hoodies. So as you can see behind me, we got tees and we got hoodies. Some people like to do a drop for spring, summer, fall, and winter. Being that we're still a smaller brand, I have a day job, I'm also trying to do the YouTube thing with the car full time. I don't have time to plan 4 different creative designs every single year. So I'm doing a fall winter drop and then I'm doing a spring summer drop, so it's only 2 a year, and then you can kind of trickle things in here and there throughout the year too. That being said, another important thing is colors. So you want to pick colors that match the seasons well. This isn't just for car culture clothing, this is for all clothing. So again, being fall winter, I wanted to go for a few fall-y colors and a few winter colors. Fall-y colors are like darker reds, greens, the one I'm wearing right now, the hoodie here, blacks and whites, kind of international, can work all year long. I think white and black tees are the common bestseller amongst all t-shirts in general. So always good to print your designs on white and black. Super safe, and they always look good. So just to recap again, save this video to your favorites. If you're planning a drop, this should help you. Step one, pick a design theme. Step two, select which pieces you want to drop it on based on the time of year. Are you going to release spring, summer, or fall, winter? Decide on the colors based on that season too. You can literally Google what the popular colors are, what colors work well together. They should work well with your designs. So for me, maroon, red, or burgundy works well with yellow. Green works well with yellow. Again, white, black, kind of international, work with everything. International might not be the right word, but you know what I mean. A couple other things you need to take into consideration when you're creating a clothing brand is where you're printing on the shirts. Small detail, but it's kind of important when you're deciding on things like pricing and stuff. For me, I've never tried to overprice anything. I always try to keep it relatively regular. We go for the highest quality over at Enemy, and I want to give you guys a good price. We're not trying to compete with anybody crazy out there. It's just a way for me to share my passion, and I've tried to put that into the pricing, the website, everything of the brand. So a couple things to take into consideration are, how many locations on the shirt are you printing? If you're just printing on the front, it's a single print. Usually cheaper to do that than to do 2 prints. Unfortunately for me, I love designs with 2 prints. As you can see, every shirt here has 2 prints. What does that mean? It means, how much is this shirt gonna cost me? Well, the base tee by itself, blank with no print on it, costs me X amount. Then, if I print once on the front, add a little bit more onto that cost. Because I like to print both front and back, you add another cost for the back. So if you're just starting out, if you've got some really cool designs on the way that you like, test them out, maybe just on the front of the tee. It's a little bit less expensive because you're only printing in one place. Some printers, not all of them, will also charge you based on amount of colors in the drop. So for example, this one's got like 3 or 4 colors, red, yellow, green, black. Red, yellow, green, black, that's 4 colors. But I have a really good relationship with my print shop. They're really local here to me in Toronto, so everything's done in-house. And so I just get charged based on how many locations I'm printing on the tee. To recap where we're at, let's say now in this journey, you've got your drop ready, it's designed, you've got the stuff, you're ready to go. What's next? Obviously, I'm not gonna talk about this too much. You need a website so you can sell it on something. If you wanna check mine out, it's apparelbyenemy.com. I'll give you guys kind of a quick walkthrough right now. We got the home page that showcases all the stuff we sell, t-shirts, hoodies, accessories, whatever. We got the best sellers, we got specific drops we like to showcase. Obviously, we've got each product page individually. shows the product, shows the description, the sizes, lets you zoom in. That's always a big help. We've got a blog post that I like to post car news about, give you guys something more than just trying to sell you a product. That's never been the goal. It's about creating a community and a world around the Enemy brand. So we'd give you tons of insights through blogs, through deals, through YouTube videos, tons of stuff. And that's really it. Website doesn't need to be more complicated than that. Get out there, get on Insta, start making some reels for it, start making a culture around it, start building a community around the brand. For me, I have you guys, the YouTube family, the Instagram family, the TikTok family, the car community, and I wanted to just create something that I can share with you guys. So Enemy is more of an extension of my own community versus Enemy being the community itself. So definitely for you guys, if you're gonna be creating any kind of clothing brand, car culture clothing brand, become the face of your own brand. It should speak about you. You should live and breathe that brand every day. My closet is full of Enemy. This is basically all I wear. And it's because I really believe and love the designs, and I make them for myself to wear just as much as I like sharing them with you guys. I think they're really cool. And so you should be a fan of your own brand at the end of the day. Other pieces of advice: when you're gonna release a drop, make sure you give yourself enough time to start hyping it up, posting about it, creating content on it, videos, photos, everything. I like to give myself about 3 weeks from announcing it to when it actually releases. It's enough time that you can build tension and get excited and get other people excited for the drop, while not being so long that you're gonna mention it and then people are gonna forget it before it even comes out. So for me, 3 weeks is always that sweet spot. So to give you guys an idea, it's kind of mid to late November now. These are coming out early December. So I started teasing these on my Instagram, which you can follow here, and the Enemy Instagram, you can check out here. That's where I started teasing all this kind of just now. And you guys are welcome. If you follow those, feel free to use the ideas I use when I'm creating this stuff. It should help you out a lot. I would say personalization is everything. So when I pack the orders, I might as well actually show you what that looks like. Every single order, I got these custom made car stickers with just popular JDM and German cars. I like to throw at least 2 or 3 of these in for you guys in every single order. Helps add a nice personal free touch. And also, I'm looking for them now, and I, of course, don't see them. I handwrite you guys actually on paper a nice thank you note, personal from myself, thanking you for whatever product it is you bought, and just showing my appreciation. That always goes such a long way. I find having that personal touch. For me personally, when I shop from other brands, whether it's clothing or anything else, cars, whatever it is, that personal touch is always, always, always what matters. It's weird to say, but for me, any kind of business or content creation or anything like that is never about wanting to make money. It's about wanting to share something cool, and getting that feeling of reward when somebody else agrees and says, wow, that car looks really cool, that t-shirt looks really cool, whatever it is. That's always the coolest part for me. And when you do that, the success comes kind of as an afterthought anyway, because it's genuine and it's a passion and it's not just this robotic business entity. That's kind of what I see it as, at least. Every now and then we even throw in a couple car posters, which I have hanging all over my room as well. So in a nutshell, guys, focus on the quality, focus on the genuine nature of the business, and the rest should follow. This is kind of my day-to-day with Enemy. Today was just picking up the samples. And as you can see, I'm very happy with these. They turned out great. Cannot wait to get those out to you. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be really cool. I know most of my videos are about car vlogs. This is kind of like that, but a bit of an extension. Do you want to see more of this Enemy kind of documentary, filming the progress of running the clothing brand in the car culture world? If so, I can do a next part when I drop this in a couple weeks and show you if it's actually successful or not. And then you can learn in real time with me if everything I'm saying is just made up or if it actually works. Let me know in the comments below if you want a part 2. If you like this, please sub. You can make sure you see that part 2. You can also see more stuff on the M5, which is parked right outside right now. And happy to share this with you. There's nothing to hide. I'm learning right alongside you, so it's cool to be able to share this. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you liked the new stuff, genuinely. I think it's really cool. Super excited. This is for sure my favorite of the drop, the burgundy Porsche tee. So you'll catch me wearing this a lot in the next videos. That being said, guys, appreciate you very much. Again, you can check all this out at apparelbyenemy.com. The link is in the description below. And I will catch you in the next one. Love ya. Bye.